It's ice cream making time, fall edition. Although they're just as tasty at any time of the year. And these are the ice creams we're gonna do today. Eggnog, I've perfected it. Pumpkin, perfected that. I've been working on pumpkin and eggnog for years. I finally got the right ingredients to make these pop and taste fantastic. Rum raisin, a traditional favorite. Mango, apple. I'm surprised there's not more apple ice cream out there. It's really tasty. And peach. And then we have an assortment of mix-ins that we're gonna put in towards the end. Like previous rounds of ice cream runs, I'll have all of these flavors separately and you can just kind of watch any of the ones you're most interested in. Otherwise, the video could be incredibly long. Today we're doing apple with a fried apple mix-in. I'm gonna start out with 90 grams of apple sauce, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon's good for you and I like it. 12 ounces of your favorite milk. This happens to be 2%. I'll post down below some vegan options. 30 grams of your favorite vanilla protein powder. I'll post all the ingredients below in case you want to use the ones I have. 5 grams of collagen peptide. And let's whisk this up. See how the powder gets a little crazy? Boy, this really smells like apples and all the goodness. Lots of specks of protein powder, lots of specks of cinnamon. So bring the frother in and combine this all up. This is probably the most froth I've ever seen in any of the ice creams I've made. Whoa! All right, we're gonna have to let that sit for quite a while before we put it in the freezer. And then we'll take it out 24 hours later and whip it up and see how it tastes. So we're gonna run this under the water for about 60 seconds, loosen it up, and then put it in the CREAMi. And make sure that it's set in there and the bumps are on the bottom. Turn it on, full, light ice cream, hit the button. These CREAMi's were rock solid. They had been in there for a little more than 24 hours, so I always get nervous on how hard they are. Got the powderiness. Bring it off the sides. Tamp it down a little bit, look through it. Okay, it went all the way to the bottom. I don't see any iciness on the sides. That's always a good sign. I'm not gonna add any water or milk or anything. I'm just gonna respin it the way it is. Make sure it's in there. There's 1,000 ways to break your CREAMi. In there, full, respin. And I'm using the ice cream setting. Take it out, see what we got. Oh yeah. Okay, so now this is where people would mix in and hit the machine. I've done it both ways, but I'm just gonna pour in all of the, in this case, fried apples, because I like my ice cream chunky, and just fold it in with this spatula, because I think the mix-in feature just destroys all the mix-ins, runs them down. You can just get a much better job with the spatula. So let's get a nice big scoop of this ice cream. There you go. We'll garnish it with some fried apples pieces. Now for the taste. Make sure you get a nice fried apple chunk there. Wow, I don't know why people don't do apple ice cream. It's got cinnamon and chunks of apple and ice cream. It's like a apple pie a la mode, but as an ice cream. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of ice cream recipes, making and breaking things, designs of all kinds, home repairs, I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what tasty treat you're gonna see.